What's up, everybody? I hope everybody's doing great. So today is going to be my first ever guide on Battlefield 6. I've been posting TikToks and everything and shorts as well in case you want to check that out. But please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you like the content. So as my first little guide, I figured why not try the best little beginner guide in terms of the top 3 best guns to use at the lower levels. So I'm talking about level 1 through 10, people that are struggling or, you know, aren't finding a gun they kind of like, that they're like, oh, you know what, let me try this gun, and then they try this gun, this gun. It's just going to help out those players that are struggling with a few guns to actually level up a little bit and kind of find their rhythm in terms of getting into Battlefield 6. So let's do this. So I'm just going to go over to the assault class, and we got the PW5A3. Now, this is basically the MP5. This is a great gun that you get at level 6. I think it's something where it can fight very good at the mid-range, and it also does fight against a lot of these other submachine guns, and it's extremely accurate. It's really accurate. I absolutely love it. But we're going to dive into some gameplay, and I'll talk a little bit more about that as well. So see you in a bit. So with the MP5, you obviously get that nice medium range damage that I think, even though the SGX is amazing as a submachine gun, and it's one of the first submachine guns you get, the MP5 is just deadly accurate at medium range, whereas the SGX you really do need to tap fire. As you're about to see right now, I'm about to hit someone from across the street, like miles and miles away, with the MP5, and it's just deadly. And this is, mind you, with a mastery of like 10, so I don't have a lot of actual attachments on this gun, so it's not something that, oh, you know, you have mastery level 30 with this gun, like no wonder why this gun is so good, you have such good attachments on it. Like, no, this is simply just the gun with a few attachments like the vertical grip and the flash hider and just a normal reticle. So yeah, honestly, it's a great gun, guys, for number 3. So we're gonna get into the next gun, I think. So our next gun is the DRS-IA3. Now, I was going to be extremely biased here and put this gun at number 1, but it's just not the best overall in terms of maybe one little thing. But by far, as you guys can see in the literally right below me, I have a mastery 38 with this gun because it is just amazing. I absolutely love this gun. Now, you get this gun at level 9, so it's really easy to access. It's something where the attachments you are seeing here right now is due to the fact that I have leveled this gun up a lot, but certain attachments such as like the suppressor or just a lot of the compensator and the barrels and everything are pretty easy to get. You know, you don't need high mastery to do really well with this gun, simply because this gun absolutely melts. And what's crazy is that it's for the support class, so when you're playing support, you already get the nice bonus of the faster transition to aim down sight speed and no speed penalty when carrying LMGs. So this is huge when you're using a gun like this, because it actually starts off with 30 rounds, so it's really fast mag. You can actually get the fast mag extremely early. I think you get it at like level 3 or 4. It's crazy. So you can get the fast mag, which allows you to obviously reload faster, and this gun absolutely melts. It feels like an assault rifle is actually being used in the LMG area, and it's amazing. So let's get into some gameplay and we'll talk a little bit more about it. Now, with the DSR, it's honestly just insane. It's extremely accurate. Obviously, I'm laying down here, so it's a bit easier to control the accuracy and tap fire and everything. However, the pure damage from medium to far to long range is just amazing. Now, up close, this gun is also great, but the biggest thing about this gun up close, that compared to the first one, is that you can lose those gunfights up close if you don't have, for example, the red laser sight. That red laser sight is amazing, or not red laser sight, but it's the red laser in terms for increasing your hip fire accuracy. It's absolutely amazing, and it helps out with actually competing up close with the number 1 gun. Now, this gun by far just shreds people. Absolutely, once you get the suppressor, I really recommend putting the suppressor on this gun, simply because the suppressor just helps out loads with clearing out multiple enemies. And last but not least, probably the best beginner gun in the game is the M4A1. Now, with the DRS, you do get this at level 9, and the MP5 you get that at level 6. However, the M4A1, you get this at level 2. Now, mind you, this gun can also be used in closed like weapons game mode, where basically it's a carbine. So the carbine can be used on any of the classes in a closed weapon match, whereas even in open weapons you can use it across all of them as well. So it's a very versatile gun. Now the biggest thing, in my opinion, that makes this gun so good is that even though it's a laser beam and it does great damage, it doesn't have as good of medium to far range damage as the DSR, in my opinion. Um, the DRS. But the M4A1 shreds up close, and that's because of the fire rate on the gun. The 900 rounds of fire rate up close with the damage that it has, it's insane. It's extremely aggressive. You're going to be seeing a lot of people actually using this gun, and due to the fact that you get it at level 2, it allows you to replace, using the M433 or using, the SGX, even though that's a great gun as well. And even the other LMGs I was talking about. But let's get into some gameplay and we'll actually talk a little bit more. So yeah. Now again, with the M4A1, the biggest reasons why it's actually the #1 gun compared to the DRS is the fact that the DRS, compared to the M4A1, does not have that close range damage, but I think it's simply because of the fire rate. The fire rate is what I think puts the M4A1 over the DRS, because the DRS definitely excels better at medium to far range compared to the M4A1. Especially the M4A1 at far range, you're going to need to tap your gun. If you guys do want loadouts for these guns, please let me know. The reason I've only just put these guns out there is for you guys to actually go ahead, give them a try, especially if you're like level 1 through 10, or even if you're level 10 through 20. I think there's a few guns maybe in there that can kind of compete, but the M4A1 is still just really, really good. And the DRS and the MP5, they're all just great. As we continue to unlock more and more guns, we're going to hopefully try and see some guns that may surpass the M4A1, but I think this is simply because, again, the M4A1, you get this gun at level 2. I think if you didn't get this gun at level 2 and you get this gun at like level 20 or something, you won't be seeing so many people use it. But due to the fact that it's a carbine, so you can use it on all classes, and then if you're playing in the open class mode compared to a closed class mode, you're gonna be seeing this gun loads, because it's still something where like the DRS is for support, whereas the MP5 is for engineer, and so on and so forth. Whereas in a closed, you could still use the M4A1 across all classes. So yeah, I definitely think it's a great gun. Let me know what you guys think down below. Hopefully you guys enjoy this list. If there's any guns you actually think are a bit better, let me know and we could talk about it. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.